third one is from India. He's from Jaipur, Rajasthan. His name is Harshit Kalra. He got his own science slam here. Where there is heat, there is a way. Harshit Kalra.
Hi guys! So, are you having a good time? I said, are you having a good time? So, let's make it great. My topic is, where there is heat, there is a way. So, heat is everywhere around us. When I'm talking, there is heat. When I'm walking, there is heat. And if I can see around, there's so much heat that this whole coal sky tower can be generated. So, let me introduce you to a story. There are many heat sources all around you. This one, the industrial smoke, is also one of them. So, it sucks that majority of the heat that is input, 60% of this is wasted. I'm not talking about the fart, but yes, 60% of it is wasted in the environment, which can be used in some or the other way. So we can use this waste heat that is also produced by the cars, the automotives, and all those things. So moving on, this was my motivation behind choosing this research topic. India is one of the topmost countries where the majority of waste heat is not used. So, India has the highest potential, and then you can see the 11 countries line by line where the potential of waste heat is there. So, there are two kinds of motivation. One is you have to do something for your country. You have to make lives better. The second motivation can be an award or a recognition. This award I got from my friend just near the Cologne Cathedral. Okay. So, converting heat into electricity. Now, let me talk to you about what exactly the concept is. So this is basically the concept where heat is converted to energy, electrical energy. This is my research. So the name that we have given to this phenomena is thermoelectric effect. So what it is, let me get to the science of it. As you can see from the picture, there is a prominent heat source on your left, and through that there is an electricity on your right which is generated. So there is an N-type semiconductor with a P-type semiconductor. So N, you can just remember it, a negative type semiconductor where there are so many electrons that you must have known about. The P-type is the positive ions. So when you apply a heat source towards the left, electrons move from the N-type to the P-type, producing current, or as you call, electricity. That is the commercialization of the thermoelectric material that I'm talking about. If you can see the substrate there, it is a combination of small thermoelectric materials. So we can commercialize it in a big way through that. These two eminent personalities, as you can see on the screen, one is Mr. Seebeck, who is definitely a German. One is Mr. Peltier, who is French. So what these guys did in this thermoelectric effect. So Mr. Seebeck said, let's make use of the heat. And Mr. Peltier, a typical French guy, said, reverse it. So he just, a typical German and French conversation, the conflict that is there. This is again the science where Seebeck actually predicted the thermoelectric phenomena where heat is converted into electricity, and Mr. Peltier just reversed it where electricity is converted into heat. Well, I was very fast. So when these guys presented their research, they were called by USA to present their papers. But that was 19th century, my friend. Now, if you go there, yeah, okay. So let me talk about the materials that I use to make thermoelectrics. First of all, you must have got an idea from Anirudh's presentation, Man of Steel. So that is an alloy. The next is complex crystals, which we can use to produce thermoelectrics. The figure of merit. That is the most important thing that you guys have to remember after my presentation gets over. That is the ZT value. So you can remember as ZT, right? So this formula is quite complicated, as you can see on the screen. So I have got a phrase for you to remember the formula. And that is C the electricity, where C is the Seebeck coefficient, where the German guy has got his name in the formula, not the French one. The is the thermal conductivity, and electricity is the electrical conductivity. So C, the electricity, is related to the ZT value. Yeah? Now, let me introduce you to another aspect of my research, what my research is all about. So initially, I've shown that heat can be converted into energy, but only a small amount of energy. Why not biceps? Why not triceps? Why not squats? There's so many potential of converting that waste heat into a large amount of electrical energy. So that is my aim of research, improving the ZT value. So the material that I have chosen. So please focus on the screen. You might be interested now. All Game of Thrones fans? Okay, so can you guess the name? Cersei. That is exactly my material. Strontium silicide. Cersei, right? So that is my one of the favorite characters in Game of Thrones. So why I have chosen this material, there's a scientific reason to it. You don't need to get into details. I'll just explain it in a small bit. This kind of material has not been applied to thermoelectric research a lot. So that's why a new kind of research has been done. And also, Cersei has a narrow gap semiconductor. So don't remember strontium silicide, just keep in mind Cersei. I will be relating my research more and more to Cersei Lannister. These are the materials that I produced in the lab to test thermoelectric properties in the lab. So as you can see, on the left-hand side, on the top is 0 Cersei. On the right-hand side is 1% and down 5%. So Cersei is majority on the downside, yeah? Okay. Let me talk about some machines which we use to predict the ZT value. So this is ZEM. If I tell you the exact full form of ZEM, you will be, okay, wow, but okay, I have named it Zazi electric machine. So it measures the electricity, that's it. So you have to remember Zazi. And this is LFA. So this, I've named it Laser is Freaking Awesome because it uses laser to predict the other properties. So Laser is Freaking Awesome and Zazi. That's it. So while we were moving, now we would discuss that what exactly happened in the lab and what results we came up with. So one of the incidents that happened in my lab that I fried Mr. Zazi during my experiment. So that's why I'm in Cologne, because I was deported from Taiwan by burning this Mr. Zazi, which is worth $100,000. So now I'll be continuing my research in Cologne. Thank you. So I will be explaining you the results of my research through Cersei. So this is Cersei from season 1. As we move on to seasons, the thermal conductivity drastically reduced. Right? Yep. So that basically what happened in my research. As we increase the concentration of Cersei, which is SRSI, the thermal conductivity reduced. So that's what Mr. Laser gave to us. The next one is what Mr. Zazi gave to us. Though the thermal conductivity was reduced, but the power was there. The power got increased. So, though the thermal conductivity is reduced, there is a power in it. So that's what Mr. Zazi gave us, where increasing the concentration of Cersei, the power factor increased. And the combination of it gave us the ZT value, which I told you all guys to remember. So finally, we got an optimum ZT value of 7%. What this means is that we have done something legend. Wait for it, dairy. So this is a kind of a future scenario in which you're having a mug of coffee placed in a thermoelectric material and you can just charge your phone. Or moving on, you guys know this brand? Yeah? Tesla. So what Tesla Motors can do here is use that waste heat that is being lost in exhaust to recharge their batteries by using thermoelectrics. So that's all my research is all about. So my inspirational quote is this, that when you are doing something important, it does not matter if the odds are against you. So that's what motivates me to follow my research and doing this Science Slam. Danke.
This is your cheers, man.
Harshit Kalra. Harshit Kalra dabbing into the future. So what about this idea? I had this idea. What do you think about it? I mean, you can use the heat of the engine, but India is a hot country, right? What if you like coat a car in a material that actually makes it possible to absorb the heat outside? Is that possible?
Well, actually, it's not possible because the material that we are producing is as dense as your beard. So it is very difficult to maintain because we have to use low density materials in the car. We cannot use high density or high weight materials. So, but that is a good idea. If you come clean shave once, then I will consider it once because there is low density. So, so that's what my opinion is. But yeah, it can be possible. But then I have to present another Science Slam to give a future vision. Yeah.
I take 1%, and it's not gonna happen. That thing with the beard, not in the next 10 years. Okay. Thank you very much.